Since the late 19th century, mankind, capitalism, and so forth has really gradually taken over the world. And it took time to evolve and develop. And it really improved the livelihood of many, many people on Earth. But it also created a lot of problems. In 1929, it brought in a tremendous pain, and that was a Great Recession. And that brought in something to counter that, and that is a New Deal. And so social enterprise in the last couple of years, everywhere in the world have popped up. But we're delighted that there are many, many experts in this room. I'm here just to welcome everybody and put some context to what we are saying and what we will be doing.
We believe our program can add value. With the strong commitment of our partners, we're confident that today's program will lead to meaningful and viable ideas that can make an impact on our community and the economy.
The market may create goods and services to help people, but the market so often ignores the marginal, the smaller ones.
Don't expect this group of social entrepreneurs can solve all your problems. I think we should all think about what we should do.
What our world should be like in the next generation. What should be the relationship between the public sector, the civil society, as well as the business sector.
However, economic inclusion has to be much more than that. It is not just about blue-collar versus white-collar workers. It's not just about, the rich versus the poor, but it is also about, people with different abilities and different physical attributes.
So it's really important to understand that business will never scale. You're never going to reach millions of people, but what you can do is to replicate that model in different markets, and we see that right across the world. Actually, many examples of business model innovations where we see that scale, but it's replication.
In order to be really great, impactful social entrepreneur, you basically really need to learn from like-minded people. You need to learn from like-minded change makers. So that's why for the last 4 years, we were focusing on how can you create much more effective and close bonded community of change makers.
I think we have a lot of exciting things to look ahead, because whether it's technology or philanthropy or social enterprise, I think we have a lot of work ahead. But I'm an optimist, and I'm confident that in the next 6 years, I think some of us here in Asia, some of you here in Asia are going to help rewrite social enterprise or really set the bar really high.
We need closer collaboration between the government, the corporate sectors, as well as social enterprise, and greater engagement of all sectors. It's encouraging to see the progress that Hong Kong or even Asia made, but it is also obvious that there's a lot more that needs to be done. And on behalf of Asia Society and JP Morgan, I'd like to thank all of you for your participation and engagement today. Thank you, and see you soon.
China is shifting from a labor-intensive to an innovation-driven economy. As the demand for highly skilled workers keeps increasing, China needs to move ahead quickly with labor market reforms to close the present talent gap.
But in the last 10, 15, 20 years, what we have observed is that increasingly local talents have been raised up. Given the size of this economy, I don't think that it really can rely just on either foreigners or people who have, Chinese who have come back after being educated or work overseas. Ultimately, every country, in particular, a big one like China, must raise up many of its own local talents. The question is, will there be enough? And the question is, will they be the right kind of people, of the right quality, the right match for the needs of today?
This is a very important occasion in which we can have the business community, government leaders, and academia coming here today to share their views and insights on the pressing social issues facing China and how we can work together to adapt to the new demands that are being placed on the economy and on the the society as a whole. Tsinghua University to conduct a comprehensive research on the demand and supply pressures that we see in the Chinese market, in the labor market, and also to try to identify what the skill gaps are and offer some potential recommendations to narrow that gap or deficit.
How do we work with education training providers to ensure that skill development is aligned to demand? Oftentimes we have systems that were developing skills that were useful in previous generations, in previous economic cycles. And we need to create the kind of agility and adaptation in our human capital systems that ensure that the skills that are being developed are those that are in demand.
在中国的经济的转型过程当中，对高技能的这个劳动力的需求方面做一下研究。那么要理解当今中国就是对技能劳动者的需求这个状态，那我们必须要把中国的这个整个的经济、中国的就业，应该融入到一个全球的过程当中。
And our recommendation or suggestions first, grant the school greater autonomy to better adapt to market needs. Second, we should increase fund for vocational education.
对于农民工来讲，就解决他们很重要的一个方面是他们的这个在城市里边待遇问题，就他们要享受这个城市里边同等待遇。我觉得这一块就是政府也在做一些方法，但是我觉得可能还有很大的这个空间可以进一步的完善。
People are not having full-time jobs anymore. We are going to actually a much older model where people didn't have jobs, they had skills, and they did work, they did projects, they did them part-time for many people. This is the new future. We're not going to have any more jobs.
我们正在失去我们在低端的这种竞争力。unskilled worker 这个越来越说他们工资增长，找到工作会是很困难的，所以重视培训，重视中等职业教育，重视贫困地区儿童发展，从早期着手，这样我们才能够避免在2030年以及其后我们面临的那种社会差距拉大、社会不稳定、反全球化那时候反全球化就不是在美国和欧洲了，会在是中国了。
If SOE not follow the market rules in recruiting people, pay people, compensation, even training, everything, SOE will disappear.
Another issue is the talent in China is very concentrated in a few places. Beijing, Shanghai, Shenzhen. Once you venture outside of these cities, it's very difficult to find top managerial talent.
We're always talking about HR transformation with innovations. What it means the business needs to be focused on global talent and also global scale economy driven by productivity.
今年呢，我们也邀请了这个清华和复旦的这个专业人士，非常著名的教授们，从一个学者的角度来解决一个社会问题。大家谈到了，所以呢，借用这个机会，谢谢大家，也表示极品猫跟将永远支持这样的活动。谢谢大家。